Hi, Maud here, and let me give you an update on my Journal of Patchwork and Stitchery. If you also follow me on Instagram, you might have seen that I started the February page, and I will show you. I also did the pages. I made an accordion style book, but I don't know if I will keep it accordion style or if I will just use double pages. So this is my front page, and I'm working in an old book that is completely falling apart, but that I love so much. And I don't know what Rachel and her sister Sarah are going to do with the book covers. So for now, I keep it like this. I'm really interested in where they are going with the books, but yeah, this is what I have so far. And I did this off camera. I made a drawing first of what I wanted, and well, I've been embroidering so long that I did not want to do the straight lines of embroidery. I just used my favorite embroidery stitches along with the pistol stitch, which was a new one for me. But yeah, I was already familiar with the French knots, but I love them like this in a garland. I had to use my felt again because, well, that's me. And doing a running stitch is always so much fun, and it looks like a mouse has been there, so I could not resist, and I embroidered a little mouse here with a little bit of wool that was really thin. This is stamped again, and yeah, what more to say? I really enjoy this page. I bought this fabric on a second-hand needlework. No, a textile fair. I've been a volunteer for 3 years on this textile fair, and it was to raise money for people with diabetes. And yeah, it was so much fun to do that as a volunteer. But then again, you are also, like we say here, there's a saying that you tie the cat to the bacon. I don't know if that's the same saying in English, but it's a Dutch saying. De kat op het spek binden, tying the cat to the bacon. So that means that, you see all the lovely things. So I bought a lot. I bought much more, I think, when I was a volunteer than when I was attending it just as a customer. But yeah, at the same time, I also got to see a lot of enthusiastic women who all love needlework and textiles. And this is my page for February. I have I have stamped images. This is also stamped on fabric. And I made a little video of how I did the painting that I will show you here. So I stamped these images on fabric, on calico, and I used Liquitex fabric medium to adhere the neo colors to the fabric so they won't bleed afterwards anymore. I think stamping on fabric is nothing new to most of you, and if it's new to you, well, there's a lot of people that do that, and I did not video that this moment. I'm just using a little bit of the Liquitex fabric medium on a plate, and I will start coloring with my Caran d'Ache Neo Color 2s. Any water soluble paint or crayon or pencil will work with this. I'm also showing you the stamps by Lianel that I bought here in the Netherlands. I will link her Instagram down below so you can see more of her stamps. She makes these stamps especially for embroidery. First, I am doing the green outlines of the leaves with a crayon, like you see here. And then I will fixate it with some of the fabric medium, and you can drag the color into the leaf while you do that, and that makes such it makes a wonderful picture, and it is a wonderful way of working, at least I think. I've skipped ahead a bit. This is a voiceover, and now you can see me do one of the last leaves. I find this process so satisfying and so wonderful, and doing this stitchery journal gives me the opportunity to do this also again, and I really love this. I will skip ahead a little bit further and show you what I do to color the flowers. As you can see here, there are different ways of working with the paint. You can paint directly on the fabric, or you can scribble a little bit of the crayon onto a baking sheet like I do here, and then use the fabric medium to dilute the color and then put it on the fabric. There's no right or wrong way. I played with this a lot before I was able to do it like this, and I watched the lady a lot of times on the craft fairs when she did these things. I also decided to make the background blue because I did not like the plain color of the fabric behind the flower. And well, I used the same method that I used for the rest of the flower. And here you see the end result of the two pages, the two fabrics that I painted. I'm looking here if I need to iron anything, but I don't have to do anything to it. It just, when it dries, it is waterproof and it won't smear. And now I want to attach these. I'm just going to use a white cotton thread that I also used to do the stitching on the back with. Can you see it? I've tagged this, and I've done this. And I want to, perhaps when I've got these down, I want to do some more stitching on here. This is an antique doily. This antique, hanky doily, was falling apart. This was the leftover bit that I could use, but when I stitch it, the holes that I make in there no longer go away, so I have to be really careful with this piece of fabric. But it is beautiful, and I'm so happy that I have it on here. I'm going to stitch these, I think, with some tacking stitches, and then I'm going to embroider them. And for that, this time I'm going to use my embroidery threads by DMC. Yes, it is terrible. I've got 3 boxes. These are the specialty yarns. What are they? The variegated threads, and these are linens, which are also really nice. And this is hand dyed, and I bought at a textile fair. And these are the regular colors. I keep them by color. And then I also have a cheap box that I bought in Action. you know, the dollar store like store here in the Netherlands. I use these only for making junk journals. So to bind the signatures in, and then I use whole strands. That's good enough for that, but I don't embroider with these. I'm going to pause the video here and attach these, and then I will be back. So everything is tacked down and it's completely, yeah, how do you call this? I can fold it all the way, so it will be perfect for stitching on now. All the little pins are gone, and I'm looking for a nice green. Oh, this is the same one as this one, both 471, but if I have leftovers I put them on a new spool. I think these two are good, and I think I will use is this leftover? Oh, it's a long thread, far too long. But it is still, you see, 3 strands. What I will do is use this one and fold it double. I don't know if that's the correct way of doing things, but I've done this for a really long time, and it works for me. Yeah, 2 strands is something you will hardly see. Yeah, let me take it up to the camera. You can hardly see the stitching in there, so I will change it up and perhaps even do 4 strands. I'm not sure if I'm that happy with it. No, I don't like it. So I'm going to pick it apart again. So much for the DMC. I don't think I will use it. It doesn't work for me. So let me see if I can use the perle cotton again, because I used that on the other pages, and I loved working with that. So yeah. I like DMC for cross stitching, but I'm not sure if I like it that much in this work, but perhaps on another page it will be completely fine. For now, let me get out my perle cottons again. Oops. Whoops. And I don't have any light blue, I just have this left, but I also have this that I was gifted by a friend whose grandmother passed away, and they found this in grandma's belongings and she gifted it to me, so I'm truly grateful for that. But now a nice green. I think this dark green might be really nice to contrast with this, but let me just try it. Might also be nice because it picks up this green. I'm still struggling to do the knot like this, but I love to do it and I will learn. And let me use a chain stitch. Perhaps that will be nice. Oh yes, I think I like this much better. And also using chain stitch. And if you were wondering where I got all this perle cotton, well, on the same textile fair that I told you about earlier, where we collected money for diabetes, and there was this whole plastic bag full of these, and I grabbed it and paid €5 for it. And at first I just used them for crocheting really small flowers, but for the first time now I am using it for embroidery, and I really love it. And I think chain stitch is the stitch to go. I really like this. And I also like the contrast of the really dark green with the lighter green. So I think we have a winner here for the stitching. I'm really liking this. I will do the rest off camera. And yeah, if you want to watch the photos in between the videos, you can go to my Instagram. I will post photos there when I have photos to post. And yeah, I will be working a couple of days on this, so I'm not sure if I will have the end result in this video. But yeah, for now, let me pause the video again, and I will be back. So after like 40 minutes, 45 minutes of embroidery, I've done this so far. This really is slow stitching and I love it. And for the top part of this flower, I'm going to take a lighter green, so that it will also look like the light is coming from this side, and the top leaves will be a little bit lighter. I will do the same for this one. And for the flowers, I think I will use this for these flowers. This is a really nice variegated one, and I don't think I have a... Oh, this one might be nice too. I'm not sure which one, or this one is a little bit thicker. This is really a crochet thread, I think. And for the pink ones, for the pink flowers, I've got this one. And yeah, this will be it for today, I think. So thank you so much for watching my videos again. And if you like this video, please leave a thumbs up and leave a comment if you have time. I so appreciate the comments. So for now, bye bye. Have a wonderful weekend.